Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Special Report. This is your host, Dr. Yavuz Selim Silay, physician, entrepreneur, and venture architect. We're pleading for Palestine, and today that's why we're asking you to follow this very important episode prepared as special report for our brothers and sisters in humanity in Palestine, which are currently under occupation. And as you know, I will actually provide you many interesting coverage with our colleagues at TRT World and providing you very interesting areas of news in Palestine about Gaza. And I want to start with actually music and the healing effect and the peace effect of music. And the Palestinian boy, MC Abdul, has actually become viral. He is rapping from Gaza, and MC Abdul is actually, as a rapper, spits powerful verses to narrate Palestine's plight. His original name is Abdul Rahman Al-Shamti and can be seen rapping amidst the remains of the building that are actually the destruction of the Israeli airstrike. So as you all know, with this airstrike, the lives have actually perished and hundreds of people as well as women and children died under the heavy bombing of Israeli airstrikes. And with that, our thoughts and prayers are going to our brothers and sisters in Palestine. Let's watch MC Abdul, which is going viral, our Palestinian boy from Gaza now.
Palestine's been occupied for decades, but a home for centuries. This land is generations of my family's memories. To plant, grow, and nurture the symbol of peace. The olive trees guaranteed that our people could eat. Living with limitations, pushed down by the occupation. Wanna see the pain? Take a look at the people's faces. Imagine being kicked out of the only house you ever known. We're praying for our souls while they're preying on our homes. It's not easy to put this into words. Looking at my baby sister, is this something she deserves? Growing up in a world where she's not treated the same, denied the right to live free because of where she came. They wanna occupy this land, won't let them occupy my mind. I stay occupied aside as I write about my life, because my only mission is to make people listen. This one's for Sheikh Jarrah, hoping it can make a difference, cause the same thing happened in 48. My grandparents got evicted and forced to move away to the refugee camp in Gaza. No, nothing has changed, they can never return, so that's where I am today. Getting calls from cousins to see if I am alive. This year is not fireworks that are lighting the sky. We're trying to celebrate an Eid and keep the faith. I guess you could say it's how memories are made.
Ladies and gentlemen, after MC Abdul, I want to start with the story of how these things actually developed over the last few months. And starting with actually Sheikh Jarrah and what is happening in Sheikh Jarrah. And the hashtag Save Sheikh Jarrah has also become viral across LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all the social media, TikTok as well. So let's share at Save Sheikh Jarrah how Palestinians are going viral at the moment, shall we?
When I had an interview with CNN a few days ago, I posted the video on my Instagram page and I had 2 million views, while the interview for an Israeli official barely had 1,000. It's clear that there's strength in social media platforms and even on our accounts. I now have 250,000 followers, and I believe these people are an electronic army that can keep up the resistance for Sheikh Jarrah's cause.
This is Sheikh Jarrah, a neighborhood in East Jerusalem, and that was Mohammed El-Kurd. He's 23. And if you come to his neighborhood at any given time, you'll find scores of young people like him on the streets, recording every moment on their cell phone cameras, lots and lots of cell phone cameras. Each moment, a protest, a confrontation with police, instantly spread worldwide. Because Sheikh Jarrah and the viral social media hashtag it spawned, Save Sheikh Jarrah, is a symbol for many Palestinians and their supporters. The possible eviction of 8 Palestinian families here from their homes by the Israeli government Homes which would be given to Jewish settlers on land they claim is theirs is one of the issues that sparked the ongoing conflict and civil unrest that swept Israel and the Palestinian territories, killing so many people. The movement's been picked up by top-of-the-charts music celebrities, actors, politicians. Kurd's family is one of those facing eviction.
The Save Sheikh Jarrah campaign started from Sheikh Jarrah residents. I believe that what made our campaign get international attention was how it was spread. For the first time worldwide, they're talking about the Palestinian cause as a colonization issue, not just a human rights violation or religious conflict issue. We're living under colonization and land theft.
That's Kurd's sister, Muna. In one video that recently went viral, Muna was filmed arguing with an Israeli. She was shouting at him. She was shouting, "You're stealing my house." The Israeli in the video shouts back, "If I don't steal it, someone else is going to steal it." The question of whether to evict has made its way to Israel's Supreme Court. The Jewish settlers had filed a lawsuit stating that they bought the land rights to these homes from two Jewish associations, which had in turn bought the land during the late 1800s. Hashtag Save Sheikh Jarrah's supporters questioned the legitimacy of this. The country of Jordan gave the Palestinian families their homes here in the 1950s as refugees after they were forced to flee or give up their old homes during the war that created Israel. Meanwhile, the movement spreads. Hannah Tams is a Palestinian influencer.
The Palestinian community inside the country and the European community, the foreign community and the Palestinian diaspora. We show them what's happening here, what's happening in Sheikh Jarrah.
Now, as I show you the viral situation which is breaking our heart, I want to also highlight why are people calling to save Sheikh Jarrah neighborhood, which they are living there for centuries. And now all these families are under struggle. Let's watch this coverage, shall we?
أنا هون ربيت، هون كبرت، هون رحت على المدرسة، هون تخرجت من نص الجامعة، هون اتجوزت وخلفت. الوطن اللي عشت فيه هذا البيت، كل ذكرياتي في هذا البيت. أنا يعني بتصورش حالي خارج القدس ولا خارج هذا البيت أبدا ولا بحال من الأحوال. لكن قبلك سألوني قلت لهم والله من هالبيت ماني طالع إلا بمقبرة.
With the TRT World colleagues, actually, I also want to provide you the Al-Aqsa, which is actually a holy site for all three religions. And they have lived for centuries, under Ottoman Empire as well, under Salatin Ayyubi as well, and for centuries under peace since 1948. And starting the Israeli occupation, things get worse for Christians as well as Muslims. So currently in Palestine, I want to highlight a very important point and talk about the history of the attacks on Al-Aqsa. Let's watch the video.
والله يكسر ايدك يا حيوان. Jacob, you know this is not your house.
Yes, but if I go, you don't go back. So what's the problem? Why are you yelling at me? I didn't do this. I didn't do this.
But
It's easy to yell at me, but I didn't do this.
you are stealing my house.
And if I don't steal it, someone else is going to steal it.
Ladies and gentlemen, also, as you know, as a media broadcasting, we are providing actually to 900 million viewers in 42 countries in Africa the fair and balanced news. And one of my colleagues from Anadolu Agency has been actually wounded during the Al-Aqsa situation where the Israeli raid at Al-Aqsa Mosque happened. Let's watch the Anadolu Agency reporters as it gets injured during the Al-Aqsa raid by the Israeli apartheid regime. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to share also the media is under huge pressure. I will share a video about my dear colleague at Anadolu Agency hit by Israelis, during the raid at Al-Aqsa Mosque. Let's watch the video, shall we? Israel commits another war crime by bombing the media building in Gaza. And as you know, this building has actually witnessed the attacks and the war in 2012 and 2014. And now it has been destroyed. And all the outlets, media outlets from Al Jazeera to Associated Press are actually pleading that this is a war crime. Let's watch this war crime, which will be followed for the centuries, shall we? Our thoughts and prayers are going to our brothers and sisters in humanity in Gaza. And as continuous heavy bombing of Gaza by Israeli defense forces are continuing, it is really getting worse. And they are not selecting anything. They claim they are fighting terrorists, but they are actually killing, and they already killed more than 60 children and many women, as well as all innocent people's lives have perished. And we just don't understand why the world is still not speaking up. And let's watch the heavy bombing of Israel that is continuing for several days now in Gaza, shall we?
Israel intensified its bombing of Gaza on Monday. The dozens of pre-dawn airstrikes came a day after more than 40 Palestinians were killed, the deadliest day since Israel began its bombardment of the city exactly a week ago. Rescuers spent Sunday digging through the rubble, hoping to find survivors. The bombings also damaged a power line linking Gaza's only power plant to the city's south. The United Nations says that fuel shortages could cause hospitals and other facilities reliant on generators to lose power.
Electricity, water, and telecommunications are cut. I have no idea when these essential services will be restored. We have to endure such difficulty.
Palestine has been suffering from such destruction for 15 years, but now the situation is even worse. Israel's attacks have aggravated the suffering of the Palestinian people. This is literally a human tragedy.
As Israeli strikes pummeled Gaza, Hamas launched rockets towards Israel overnight. Most of the projectiles were intercepted by Israel's Iron Dome defense system, and air raid sirens warned residents to hide in shelters. In contrast, Palestinians in Gaza have nowhere to run. The overcrowded city of 2 million people has no bomb shelters, so many have no choice but to huddle in fear in their homes or run onto the streets. The Israeli government says Hamas has misjudged the strength of Israel, warning that its army will continue to act with unprecedented force.
The Netanyahu government's insistence in continuing the destruction and killing of a large number of civilians, including women and children and the elderly, and the destruction of infrastructure and towers are all war crimes against the Palestinian people and crimes against humanity.
Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu says Israel's attacks will continue at full force, even as the UN warns that the region is heading towards an uncontainable security and humanitarian crisis.
I want to finish with music and the music's calming effect with peace and prosperity. And we believe, as NTR TV, Palestine will be free. As Maher Zain is saying, let's watch our dear musician Maher Zain. Palestine will be free.
Every day we tell each other that this day will be the last, and tomorrow we all can go home free, and all this will finally end. Palestine, tomorrow will be free. Palestine, tomorrow will be free. No mother, no father to wipe away my tears. That's why I will cry. I feel scared, but I won't show my fears. I keep my head high, deep in my heart. I'll never have any doubt that Palestine tomorrow will be free. Palestine, tomorrow will be free. I saw those rockets and bombs shining in the sky, like drops of rain in the sun's light, taking away everyone dear to my heart, destroying my dreams in a blink of an eye. What happened to our human rights? What happened to the sanctity of life and all those other lives? I know that I'm only a child, but is your conscience still alive? Oh, yeah. I will caress with my bare hands every precious grain of sand, every stone and every tree. 'Cause no matter what they do, they can never hurt you. 'Cause your soul will always be free. Palestine. Tomorrow will be free.
I'm finishing again with what I have started. We are actually thanking MC Abdul for going so viral, a 12-year-old Palestinian boy doing an amazing job by rapping and really pouring his heart to his lip. Let's finish our program and wrapping up to show our gratitude, support, and plead for liberty, justice, freedom for the entire humanity and for our brothers and sisters in Palestine with MC Abdul in Al-Aqsa, shall we?
Palestine's been occupied for decades, but a home for centuries. This land is generations of my family's memories. To plant, grow, and nurture the symbol of peace. The olive trees guaranteed that our people could eat. Living with limitations, pushed down by the occupation. Wanna see the pain? Take a look at the people's faces. Imagine being kicked out of the only house you ever known. We're praying for our souls while they're preying on our homes. It's not easy to put this into words. Looking at my baby sister, is this something she deserves? Growing up in a world where she's not treated the same, denied the right to live free because of where she came. They wanna occupy this land, won't let them occupy my mind. I stay occupied aside as I write about my life, because my only mission is to make people listen. This one's for Sheikh Jarrah, hoping it can make a difference. Cause the same thing happened in 48. My grandparents got evicted and forced to move away to the refugee camp in Gaza. No, nothing has changed. They can never return, so that's where I am today. Getting calls from cousins to see if I am alive. This year is not fireworks that are lighting the sky. We're trying to celebrate an Eid and keep the faith. I guess you could say it's how memories are made.
This was a special report for me, ladies and gentlemen. This is the least we can do as a media outlet broadcasting through satellite to 900 million viewers across 42 countries in Africa. We will continue to share the truth, only the truth, with our viewers. This is my promise as Dr. Yavuz Selim Silay, physician, entrepreneur, and venture architect, and hope the world will hear our plead. Take care and all the best. Bye.